So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. Intercepts the throw. Yamal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Shot at goal! He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. Ukraine present their opponents with the best possible chance here. So perhaps now the breakthrough. 1-0, just one winner. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
So, a breakthrough already. And that's been won straight back. Park Ji-sung did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And this is It's Ibrahimovic! In he goes again! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Akanji herring after the ball here. Now that's well seen too. Not the most convincing of passes. He's found the way through. Nakamura. He's free, he has got space. Shoots! And he's stuck it away. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rijkaard.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He has found the way through. And it's Hullet. But this is Zico. No, he's not going to get any further than that. A probing pass. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Pass somewhat off target. Cristiano Ronaldo looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. That's great control. Gives it back. Nice looking ball. Zico is onto this. He's had a shot! Goal, Ukraine! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That was a given. It always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then.
And he shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He's having a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Ukraine have their second corner now. Ukraine are looking to go forward now. Albert Ferrer. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And it's Ibrahimovic into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Park Ji-sung. And he's had it nicked away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Passing nice and neat. Cristiano Ronaldo, a player who needs no introduction. Good ball over the top. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's managed to get free. A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Corner number 3 coming up. Bullish header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Van Dijk clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And he's running through. Nakamura. Cristiano Ronaldo on 2 now and looking for 3. And he's picked it up out wide. And this is Ronaldo. And for the first half, that is that. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat. And all of a sudden, things are looking pretty rosy.
With a quick request for
so we reach the halfway point.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Ukraine are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And so the action is resumed. Now it's Hullet. Tries to pass it through. Rijkaard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Ibrahimovic! Oh, the ball's run loose here. In comes the corner. It's their second corner of the game. Can he finish? Oh, good finish. What remarkable powers of recovery.
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Ukraine dragged themselves back again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got 2 strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finish.
Shot, surely! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
So, third corner of the game. There's the header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Demiral is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Neatly clipped into space. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Bullet looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And the shot! Goal, Ukraine! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Substitution for Ukraine, number 11.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 13.
Ukraine with the lead.
Bullet.
Yeah, I always
Number
felt this was
18.
coming. There was a clear
Seeker.
increase in both intensity
Number 10.
and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Can he get it through? Goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Khan punts it upfield. Collier. Yildiz. That's a cute ball. Vermaelen getting this one clear.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And Messi! Goal, Ukraine! Into the lead once more. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substitution in progress.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Ukraine very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Figo. And it's Gattuso. Kola, an individual who's prepared to shoot any time, any place. And he's definitely onside. Takes aim and crosses. That's really well cleared. And smartly reclaimed. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Kola. Kola! Oh, cracking ball. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And he's there to belt it away. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Park Ji-sung gets it away. 4 extra minutes added on.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match as neutrals we... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. And it's Rice. And here's Hullet.
Gianfranco Zola is special.
Can he finish? He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Was there ever any doubt?
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Zico receives it in a wide position. Messi. And Mateus. Messi. Messi. There he goes, motoring forward. And Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Nice looking ball. Hullet. Oh, super ball. Now there's a chance! Zico! The man is a genius of his generation. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Rice conjures time and space where few can. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's intervened well there. Now, what about a counter-attack? Hullet. Vieira. Hullet, given the lift of his goal. Nakamura ventures forward, and it's Vieira. Oh, that's sweet, almost Cristiano Ronaldo! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries to pass it through. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Demiral has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Van Dijk. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for options for movement. That's good play. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Decent chance! Zico! Glorious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they are disappearing out of sight. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
And yes, it's him again. Ukraine find a position of real strength now. Can he get on the end of this? Mateus, not the most accurate pass. And here's Hullet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Akanji. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hullet. Oh, well played. No, again, there's no way through. And here's Nakamura. It's Nakamura! It's hit the upright. No, not quite. Van Dijk is there, and he can pick it up. That's the end of the first 45. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Ukraine are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. So off we go again. That's a throw. Lahm. And that's another good win of the ball. Van Dijk. That's Vieira. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And he's going to have his name taken. Van Dijk. Akanji is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Zico, he has found the way through. Shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness. Simplicity itself.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Ukraine are having a ball here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's got away.
Pretty robust defending.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Out towards the flank.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one. Tries a shot! Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory! About as smooth as it gets. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team click.
Kelly! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rice, played into space. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Threads one in. Rice. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's gone loose. Vieira. Hullet. Nakamura. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, almost a sixth!
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 22.
So we have movement on both benches.
Messi. Numero 5. Numero 16. Lam.
Scholes.
Numero 19.
Mohamed Salah.
Lasciano il campo per
That pass isn't the
il numero
best.
7.
It's a
Luis
lovely,
Suarez.
neat pass.
Il
Well
numero
seen.
14.
Saw that coming.
Il
He
numero
read that
13.
really well and
Il
stopped
numero
it.
2. Javier Zanetti. Il numero 18.
Yildiz, here's onto this.
Cambio di giocatori.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Collier. Ukraine disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Ah, that's a fine interception. Now it's Figo. Zico. And here's... goes for goal! Oh, denied at the last.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Yildiz. Looking here to chip it through. And here's Van Nistelrooy. No way through, so back it comes. And Van Nistelrooy! Keeper always had the measure of that.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Zanetti. Pele. He won't be happy with that one. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. Yildiz. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a good...
Figo! They want to be quick to recover this.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di
Added time
recupero.
going up here, it's 3 minutes. He's found some space. Zico, Mohamed Salah. Figo, who can single-handedly make a difference. He's in a good position here. Voila! And it's in! How many? Just how many? That's at the end. Ukraine pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness,
Signore e signori, vi
relentlessness.
invitiamo a visitare il
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So straight into the action. Well, 2014-15 certainly provided some terrific highlights for Lionel Messi's career. Goes for a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score. Oh, what has happened here? And we have our very first corner. There's the shot! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Zico. Tries to play it through. Nakamura. That's a throw. Nakamura has it in a wide position. First quarter of an hour gone. Now there's a fine ball.
Bullet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now, can they get him away? Leicester with a fine tackle. Rijkaard. Mateus. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Nakamura. Now who's going to be first to this? That'll be a throw-in. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Zico is someone with real dynamite and is having a shot! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a super give and go. Oh, super ball! Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Nesta could move up a gear here. Demiral with the slide tackle there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nakamura. Nesta. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Crosses. Oh, good effort! front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Ukraine are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Ukraine leading now. Rijkaard cuts a frustrated figure right now. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's a goal! 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, that's an
And a chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, what a miss! Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that's been won straight back. Big chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Mateus! That was superb goalkeeping!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Ukraine are looking to go forward now. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Roberto Carlos, and that has left him in a heap. Now it's Hullet.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
It's Nakamura! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Ukraine were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end.
Ukraine are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Ukraine largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. So straight into the second half. But it is clear to see he's having a hit! Messi! From another planet! He's got himself an absolute peach. It is an explosive start to the second half. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Just 1 in it now.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Pelé. That's destined for Zola! Now, who's going to be first to this? Zico, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's picked his way through. Driving forward. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he is going into that little black book. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Substitution for Ukraine. Number
Not much
11,
doubt about who's going to take this
Cristiano
one.
Ronaldo.
An opportunity then to pull
Number
clear
13,
here.
Hullet. Number 10,
And it's Gattuso.
Nakamura. Number 18,
Oh, that's a
Zico.
fine challenge.
Number
Really well
14,
played, he read that
Rice.
perfectly.
Coming on the field.
Neither of
number
these two
8,
want to come off second
Jan
best.
Koller. Number 21, Van Nistelrooy. Number
It's
6,
a lovely, neat pass.
Figo. Number
Well, it's
15,
definitely the right attitude
Judas.
and application,
Number
Peter. They've got to
22,
keep pushing.
Gattuso.
They're coming again and
Substitution
it
in
shoots! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Ukraine now in a position far more desirable.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's chosen to go back. Koller. Now it's Yildiz. And he's managed to get free. Shapes to shoot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Zico. Mohamed Salah. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's got away. Mohamed Salah going face-to-face with his great rival. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's worked it through. Picked out, great chance! Superb from Yildiz! A finish of true class! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Ukraine palpably stronger. He's rising! And somehow he kept it out. Corner number 3 coming up. Impressive jump! And that is a truly outstanding save. Ukraine get their 4th corner. And the shot! Yes! Just cruising! They are cruising! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just...
Real chance! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish right from the top draw! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Demiral. That's a... Can he finish? And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
a moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, that's clever. Solar pinches it off him. Gattuso. Collar looking sharper, more menacing with every chance that comes his way. Well, that pass isn't the best. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Zico. Oh, good spread. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now that's well seen too. He's found the way through. Oh, looks like he tries a shot! And that's in! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of... And that is it, the referee has seen enough. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. Now this man, Yaya Toure, Jim, midfielders don't come much more complete and dominant than him, do they?
Well, the envy of so many opposition teams, I would guess. No one offers the complete package like he does, the perfect blend of power, of pace, and it's no exaggeration to say that he's one of the greatest box-to-box players around.
A real handful by any measurement.
Totally. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Over to the other side. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Zico. Cafu deals with that comfortably. Rice. And it's Yaya Toure. Now it's Pelé. Vieira. Succumbs to the pressure. Now it's Hullet. Great vision. Yaya Toure. Now it's Pelé. Foot in. So no chances falling either way for the time being. Now it's Rivaldo. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Hearts with the corner, there first. Rivaldo goes short. Now it's Rivaldo. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Oh, now here's an interesting match. Chance for a shot! Sensational from Rivaldo! A finish right from the top draw. And there is your opener. It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
Hearts are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And it's Nakamura. Nakamura is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Now it's Hullet. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Pelé. Vieira. Spread to the right. Cafu. Swings in across. Turns back here, probably the best option. That's a good run down the left. Demiral. And it's Nakamura.
Hearts always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Rice. And the counter is on. He's got away. Pepe promptly onto that, and that is that. Mendy. For Yaya Toure. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And here's Kvaratskhelia. Rice. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, important interception. And now the breakaway. Now this could be a chance. Hullet stood his ground strongly. Demiral. That's a good foray he's making.
Ukraine truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Aims beyond the defence. Garcia gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Cafu. Vieira. Opts for safety. Mendy. And it's Yaya Toure. Now it's Pelé. Vieira.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's the end of the first 45. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
And if you do have a chance
Ukraine
today,
coming
please take
at
some time out to
half-time
give your
on the wrong
support
end
to
of
our
a
better stadium
1-0
fund.
scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but
Substitutions
thankfully
taking
this is
place.
still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Ukraine can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Knocks it into space. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Driving forward. That's a cute ball. No, again, there's no way through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that is expertly dealt with. Pepe is there to clear. Rice. And it's Rivaldo. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
That's a corner kick.
Substitution for Ukraine.
Corner number 2 then.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 13.
Vitinha with the short one.
Gullit. Number 10. Nakamura. Number
And now
18.
a sudden chance to counter.
Zico. Number 14.
Nice looking ball.
Coming on the field. Number
So Jim,
8.
what are you thinking?
Well, there really isn't enough happening
Number
up front, Peter.
21.
They just haven't been
Van
afforded
Nistelrooy.
much by way of
Number
creating.
Oh no, what has happened
Zico.
here?
Number 15, Judas. Number 22, Gattuso.
Mendy.
Substitution.
Here's Vitinha. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Ronaldinho. This is a promising build-up.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Mendy. Vitinha, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Cafu. Oh, that's fabulous.
Hearts surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Cafu makes a move down the right. And it's Yaya Toure. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! And that would have been game, set and match.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Vieira. Looking for the run. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Mendy. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. He's had it taken off him. And this is Van Nistelrooy.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Two added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. And he's had it nicked away. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
You now that the latest travel information
What are your
is
thoughts on
currently being
today's game then,
displayed
Jim?
on the screen.
What a frustration, Peter. Even after the goal, no real change in approach. That's about as inept as they come, and it's no surprise there are many in the stands that are making their feelings pretty clear.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And it was all yellow. What a sight it is here at the famous Estadio Banorte. Anyone out there not in one of those famous Club America shirts would feel almost naked. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Oh, Jim, I suspect it wasn't just us who were surprised when Victor Osimhen was sent on loan to Istanbul at the start of the 24-25 season, but again, he has proved just why he is considered one of the game's most prized assets.
Yeah, and we've never questioned his ability in front of goal and his return of 26 from 30 in the league, and 37, was it, in all competitions?
And those numbers are the principal reason, of course, why his club finished the season with a domestic double. Driving forward. And it's Rice. He might be in here! Takes a shot! Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're very much on the way now.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that. Getting up there! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And it's Gullit. Bellingham. In with the challenge. Nakamura, he's found a way through. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries a shot! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really...
And a shot! And it's come back out to him. Goal! The United States! And they've got their lead back. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
The United States leading now.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And this is Ronaldo. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's a throw-in. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Van Basten. Lovely ball and a real chance now. And it's Pirlo. Now it's Cruyff, out towards the flank. Cruyff. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. Zico has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And here's Hullet. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
And here's Nakamura. Space for him to turn and look. Impressive jump! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Bellingham in the hunt and looking threatening. That has been slung wide. Great touch. And here's Maldini. Cross from Maldini. And it's claimed by the keeper. And here's Hullet. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Rice running with intent. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Look at the space, shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And this is Zico. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That has not gone well. And here's Nakamura. That is lovely. A lot of space ahead of him. Nakamura! It's... Oh, he's been... And he's stuck it away. Zico. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Hullet. Nakamura. Oh, shooting chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
There's the header! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
He's going to be disappointed with that. And it's half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time.
And just a quick reminder today.
Well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. That gets us going once more.
Ukraine really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Law looking understandably energised after his goal. And it's Thuram. Oh, this is a great position. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's a corner. Rice with the clearance. Ukraine have the chance to go the other way. Has a look and place it forward. Taken back almost at once. Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ukraine needing a change of fortune here.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And he gets rid of it. Big chance! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. So we have movement on both benches.
Number 11, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 13, Bullet.
Try to spin that positively.
10,
I certainly can't.
Nakamura.
And it's from Mario.
Number 18, Zico.
So we've reached the hour mark.
Number 14,
Turns back here,
Rice.
probably the best option.
Coming on the field.
Some
Number
intricate
8,
passing, looking to
Glenn
progress the
Miller.
ball.
Number
Drills one in.
21, Van Nistelrooy.
Last-ditch defending,
Number
but that'll
6,
do.
If they want to
Figo.
counter, they could do with
Number
more
15,
speed.
Judes. Number 22, Gattuso.
That pass isn't the best.
Substitution.
Yildiz in acres of space out wide. Zico. And this is Van Basten. Figo, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. Now, what about a counter-attack? Yildiz. That's a good run down the left. Gattuso. And it's Vieira. And it's Gattuso. And the shot's on here. Steaming on goalwards. And he can thump it away.
Ukraine really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. Driving through the middle. Decent chance! And a truly agonising miss.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, great leap! And that could come back to haunt them.
He really didn't cover himself in any glory. His finishing let him down when he needed it most.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. Figo providing an outlet on that flank. And he's stuck it away! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Ukraine really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Nicely shaped ball. Chips it through. And this is Romario. Forced to go. He's having a shot!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's running through. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Pirlo. Pele. Zico. Now it's Puskás. Can he get it through? Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
That's good running with the ball. Searching pass he's played there. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Brazil.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started. Rice reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Takes a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple. Brazil would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Rui Costa. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Mohamed Salah.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Nakamura. Rui Costa. And here's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
Ukraine, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely aimed pass. And here's Mbappe. Hazard. Very nicely done. Now this could be a chance. Played in with purpose.
That's good defensive concentration.
Oh, and he shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Bonucci getting this one clear. And here's Hazard. He is just caressing the ball. Hazard stood his ground strongly. And he's straight offside. That's a throw. Salah. And here's Hazard. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Rice. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Zico. There he goes, motoring forward. And Dijk did well to stay calm there.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making, OK?
Impressive jump! Goal, Brazil! And there is your opener. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
Number 18.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And he's intervened well there. Nakamura. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And that is a little undercooked.
Ukraine truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And this is Ronaldo. Pull it. Van Dijk is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Oh, this looks sharp. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And it's Gerrard. Great vision. Decent chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And that's in. And they're threatening to fly away here. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And they can counter here. Rui Costa.
There will be 1 minute at a
Gerrard,
time.
never out of the action for very long. Looking to play him in. And this is He's having a shot! Brilliant from Nakamura! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And on the stroke of half-time. And that is all they have time for. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
A quick reminder today.
No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Zico. Cristiano Ronaldo. Good read, needed to be. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vieira. Mbappe, always looking for that half a chance. Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. It's run loose here. Nice sequence of passes this. Bonucci promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, easy pickings there. Gerrard does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And he's managed to get free. Vieira with a fine tackle. And he's being shifted off it. Brazil appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
A heavy challenge.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
This might spell danger. Maldini eases him off the ball.
Really well played. He read that perfectly.
Oh, good-looking ball. Rice, and he's quick to return it. Vieira. And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Substitution for Ukraine. Number 11.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 13. Gullit. Number 10. Nakamura. Number 18.
Maldini.
Tico. Number 14.
He won't be happy with that one.
Coming on the field.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Van Nistelrooy. Number 6.
Gattuso.
Number 15. Judas.
That's a sharp pass.
Gattuso.
Ronaldinho, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's through here. Van Nistelrooy. Davids. And now the breakaway. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gattuso. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy. And Van Nistelrooy! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
And it's Dembele. Davids. He's found the way through. Akanji with the clearance.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Collar. Benatia. Time is running out here.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Now Van Dijk. Maldini. Dembele. Strong running down that left flank.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
He's had it taken off him. Oh, that's well spotted. Yildiz. Yildiz making good progress. Well, that is one way to stop him. And here's Van Nistelrooy. And that will be it. Ukraine were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. Your reflections then, Jim?